for Cosmodan.
Hello again and welcome back to Storm Talk. Today we're going to be taking a look at Falstad. During this most recent patch, he just received a massive overhaul, changing some of his abilities and altering some of his others. So we're going to take a look at that. So Falstad, the Thane of the Wildhammers. You can take a moment to read his backgrounds. We'll take a moment to look at his character. Doesn't look like his model's changed at all, which kind of good for us. His trait, Tailwind, after not taking damage for a brief period, you gain movement speed. His basic abilities, Hammerang, throws out a hammer that returns. Lightning Rod, deals damage to targets while staying close to them. And Barrel Roll, dash to a location and gain a shield.
Oh, we doing anything yet?
His heroic abilities are Mighty Gust, push away enemies and slow them, and Hinterland Blast, deals damage in a very long line. As for his skins, you have the Wildhammer Thane and variations, Master Skin and variations, and Stormlord with variations. Sadly enough for Falstad, there's not much to talk about. It's like, yeah, when he's in his dark skin, he's a black, what is it, black iron dwarf?
Come on, Swiftwing.
Well, yeah,
let's show him what we're good for.
That's no big deal. He's a dwarf. Dwarves are dwarves.
Count me in.
So, demonstrating his abilities, Q, throws out, comes back, E, you dash to the side, and W, you hit somebody, and if you stay within range, you'll do additional damage to them over an additional time. So, to examine, Hammerang, 70 mana with a 10-second cooldown, does 62 damage and slows by 25% for 2 seconds. Lightning Rod deals 45 damage with a 70 mana and a 15-second cooldown. It will also do an additional 32 damage per second for 4 seconds if you remain close to the target. And Barrel Roll, 75 mana, 16-second cooldown, dash forward and gain a shield for 2 seconds. Tailwind, gain 20% increased movement speed after not taking damage. This is not as powerful as a normal mount, however, you can still attack with it, so it's cool. His stats: he has 710 health with a 1.48 health regeneration, 500 mana with a 3-point mana regeneration. He has an attack range of 5.5, attack damage of 34, and attack speed of 1.43. As he levels up, you can see the changes. At level 30, he has 4,190 HP with an 8.73 regeneration, 790 mana, and a 5.83 mana regeneration, and he does 324 damage. Now to demonstrate him in a fight. Yes, I realize I didn't demonstrate him in a fight at level 1, but him at level 1 compared to him at level 30 is not very different. Plain and simple, as you can see, you do massive amounts of damage. However, even with this massive amount of damage you're doing, you're still not able to drop tanks by yourself, at least without a little bit of trouble. You can drop a tower though. Like, I can walk through towers right now.
He's in them. To the sky.
Anyway, go ahead and reset those forts. And do remember that his mount, Flight, allows him to go anywhere but has a 45-second cooldown. Very similar to
Nothing
Deep Tunneling, although cooldown reduction still doesn't seem to modify it. We'll deal with that later. To go on to his talents, at level 1, you have Power Throw, Updraft, and that's about it. Seasoned Marksman, Conjurer's Pursuit, and Bribe are general talents. Power Throw increases the range of hammering by 40%, and its slow duration by 25%. Updraft increases the range of barrel roll by 30%. Since this is our first time through, we're going to be taking one of these two talents. I think I'm going to take Power Throw. It's more damage, and it's a slow, which puts me more reliably able to Lightning Rod.
Choose a talent.
At level 4, Charge Up, Lightning Rod strikes 2 additional targets. Flow Rider reduces the cooldown of barrel roll by 35%. And Vampiric Assault and Gathering Power, which are general talents. However, Flow Rider, if mixed with Updraft, is strong. However, I think I'm going to go with Charged Up, just because it's nice. That's 2 additional targets.
Choose a talent.
Yeah. At level 7, you have Battle Momentum, Secret Weapon, Boomerang, Free Roll, and First Aid. Battle Momentum and First Aid are generalized talents. Free Roll changes barrel roll to be free. This is probably the one you're going to want to go to most of the time, since barrel roll is 75 mana and is your get me the fuck out of here card. Yeah. However, Secret Weapon, basic attacks deal 80% more damage while hammering is in flight, and Boomerang, reactivate hammering mid-air to cause it to explode. Yeah. I think we're going to go Secret Weapon. Mostly because we're picking just one of the top 2, and this one's just a pure power out.
Choose a talent.
Next, we have Hinterland's Blast. After a short delay, deal 1,210 damage to enemies within a long line.
He likes it!
Then a long line. As you can see, you charge up, very similar to like Lux from League of Legends, and Laser Blast. At level 13, you have Giant's Killer, Crippling Hammer, Thunderstrike, and Static Shield. Giant's Killer is a generalized talent. Crippling Hammer increases hammer's increase the movement speed slow of hammering to 50%. Which I wonder how that stacks with the already increased the slow duration by 25%. So what would that be? That's 50% for 2.5 seconds, or is that 50% for? Why didn't I remember math? I can't remember if that 2.5 seconds is the base or the modified length. Anyway, Thunderstrike, Lightning Rod deals 15% more damage on each subsequent strike, or gain a shield equal to 5% of your maximum health after every lightning strike. We're gonna go with Crippling Hammer.
Choose a talent.
That's 50% slow. Okay, so that 2.5 is the modified. It's not like 25% of 2.5. Which would be like, what, 7? Okay, at level 16, you have Aerial Gust. Reduce the activation time of Tailwind by 2 seconds and increase the movement speed bonus to 30%. This is really nice, especially for getting away. Hammer Time. Your first basic attack against slowed targets will stun them. Afterburners. After using Barrel Roll, you gain 60% movement speed. and overdrive a general talent. Normally I'd go with area gust because it's just mobility. Mobility's always key to the battlefield. I think I'm gonna go hammer time just because I've taken so many other hammer
Choose a
traits.
talent.
Now, at level 20, you have Call of the Wildhammer. Hinterlands or Hinterblast deals double range and deals 25% damage, or 25% more damage. However, he did just now get a brand new talent called Epic Mount. It reduces the cooldown of flight to 20 seconds from 45. It reduces the cast time to 0.5 seconds. I believe it's a 1 second cast time right now. And it increases the speed or reduces the duration of the movement by 50%. So, as you can see,
You're the boss.
how long it takes me to do that. It would have taken that half as long to charge, half as long to get there, and half as long to be able to do that again. Now, of course, we're going with Called the Wildhammer because it's sexy, but that is a nice talent to have added. It gives a lot of utility, and just plain and simple, it's nice.
Whatever
It grants him utility, it grants him mobility, it gives him the ability to be here, there, and everywhere at the same time, which is what Falstad is all about.
Right, go.
So as you can see now, oh, well that was something.
Whatever it takes.
Much more capable of dealing out damage. And pretty much anything that gets in my way, I just hit it with lightning. And that kills just about everything. Even buildings hit with lightning rod take huge amounts of damage.
Glorious.
Let's see. Now this time, just to be different, we're going to take updraft.
Choose a talent.
Again, we're going to be taking charged up. We're going to take free roll because, again, like I said, that changes that ability to be free. If you had Flow Rider and updraft at the same time, you're working on getting as a survival build. Mighty Gust pushes enemies away and applies a 60% slow. That will decay over 3 seconds.
Choose a talent.
Yep.
Next, we're going to take Thunder Strike. Increases the damage by 15% or more. And since I'm hitting 2 targets at the same time, that's nice. However, if I had gone with Flow Rider, I probably would have taken Static Shield and been able to keep up a shield constantly during the fight.
Choose a talent.
16 at level 16. I gotta go with Afterburners. Area Gust is still an amazing talent, but it has no utilization within this little arena. So with Afterburners, my barrel roll grants me a speed buff.
Choose a talent.
At level 20, Wind Tunnel. The Mighty Gust creates a wind tunnel for 4 seconds. Enemies caught within the tunnel are periodically pushed back. So here, Suggested Gust. Whereas here, it's a lot of gusts. Do note this ability does not cause damage. So, as funny as hell as it is to watch the enemies get pushed back like little children, it is virtually worthless. However, However, even without being
Oh,
a high damage dealer like I was last time, I am able to stay in the fight and sustain massive damage with the lightning strike alone.
now that's a healer I can get behind. Let's get cracking.
And if things get tricky, you just barrel roll away.
Keep it up. No problem.
As well as using barrel roll to strategically set yourself up.
Well done.
For massive damage. Just a simple thing like blowing the enemies away from the enemy base as you, or the town hall, as you sit there and lightning rides.
Keep it
Could
up.
be the difference between life or death. Anyway, this was Falstad. A short little overview of his brand new talents and some playstyles that you can go with that. I hope this was fun and informative, and have a nice day.